Managing transactions. Sometimes it is necessary to suspend and then recall, or even to void a transaction. Let's look at how to suspend a transaction. Say, for example, that a customer has brought all their product and you finished scanning it, but just as they're about to pay, they realize that they left their wallet at home and they need to go back and get it. You can suspend the transaction by clicking on the suspend/recall button from the main page and simply clicking suspend. Note that the name of this customer is John Doe. I suspend the transaction and the register is clear for me to help other customers. Once the customer comes back, they have their wallet, they're ready to purchase, I can click on the suspend recall button again and I click recall transaction. Here are a list of all of the transactions that have been suspended. Remember, my customer was named John Doe, so I select that transaction and I come down here and I click the check mark. I've now brought up this transaction again. Perhaps the customer realizes that they actually don't want to buy anything, and so you want to void the entire transaction. To do that, you click on the void button from the home screen. You can either void a single product, which we have already done. You can see the line through that Liahona magazine. Or in this case, you can void the entire transaction. Click void transaction. It'll ask if you are sure. Say yes. Again, the cash register is clear. Perhaps I'm not going to suspend or void a transaction. I'm going to complete it, but the customer needs a second receipt. I have scanned a couple of other items for an example. We're going to go ahead and finish. I'm going to say the customer is giving us cash. They have an exact amount of $56. Hit enter. And the transaction is complete. If the customer needs second receipt, I can simply click on Show Journal. Oh, the cash drawer is open. I need to close the cash drawer. Now I should be able to show the journal. I click Show Journal. I see the recent transaction. This is the most recent one. That's the one that I just had. I have the shoes and the ties. And I'm going to, after selecting that transaction, come down here and click the receipt icon or show receipt. Show gift receipt is not being used. So I'm going to click show receipt. And I can see over here what the receipt will look like. If I go to my peripheral simulator, and go to printer, I will see, again, with my tie and my shoe. If I'm done showing the receipt, I can close it and go back to my home screen.